All right, guys, beautiful fall day. Temperatures in the 50s, breeze, cool breeze. The mosquitoes are gone. If you guys had known about the plague of mosquitoes that we had this year with all the humidity and moisture that we had, all the rain, this spot, it's not going to be like this every year. This is just ridiculous this year. This field is going to go back into corn next year. The radishes here were planted so thick and kind of turned yellow, drowning out here. I am sinking in just walking on the ground here. I'm starting to smell radish. Starting to get the aroma of radishes. What do we got there? We got, so not much bigger than the last time. They just didn't grow that much. You see, it's just mud, wet mud. Up on the hill where I had planted them, and I'll put that right back. Up on the hill where I planted them, a lot thicker, a lot bigger, a lot better. So it's not going to be like this every year. But anyway, you guys have been asking for a harvest update where we're at, so that's going to be today's video. All right, so I did go to the valley where the custom harvester guys are. They do about 1,000 acres of corn just on their own, and they do some custom harvesting for other guys in their valley. Then you guys know this story. Then they jump over to this valley. They do mine and my neighbors. My neighbor has a little bit more acres than I do, quite a little bit, maybe 50 more if I had to guess. Now he does no hay, so if you're looking at row crop acres, yes, he does have a lot more ground than I do, but I've got hay acres. But anyway, he has been shelling corn. He has a lot shelled of his own. I was out there and I did take notice. I was actually watching the combine harvest when he was out there, and sure enough, they have made tremendous progress. I don't know if they're ahead of last year. It's possible. It rained quite a bit here the other day. The ground is wet here in the lowland. I know they have some lowlands, but I think the progress is going to be pretty good. My neighbor does have a combine. He does shell his corn. Last year he couldn't do his beans, but he did shell his corn. I did drive by there and take notice. He has his combine turned around. It looks like he was working on it, so I don't think it's going to be long till he's at it. We have not had a frost yet. Still nothing in the forecast that I'm seeing. A couple rogue green leaves here or there. But today I want to pull some cobs and take the cobs over to my neighbor and have him test them for me to see where my moisture is at. We have had tremendous wind from this Hurricane Michael. Last night it was so windy. It was just terrible wind gusts. As you can see, the corn is still standing, so stalk integrity is there. The plant health is okay. Even with all the with all the moisture, it has done, this corn has done well, so I'm happy with that. It's not the case for everybody. I saw a guy's corn in about 45 minutes from here, and it is moldy as can be. Even on the stalks, the cobs are just mold, just coated in mold. Not the case here that I'm seeing. This is bottomland here, so just take a look here. So this is bottomland, so this is going to be the worst. Nope, it's not moldy. So some nice dry grain here, definitely. So I'm going to pull some cobs here down in the swamp and try to pick one that's fairly in the middle of the swamp, so I get a reading on the bottomland. I'm going to go up on the hill, pull some cobs that are up in the high and dry, and kind of do a comparison between the two and find out what our moisture is at. I do get docked for moisture, however I don't get docked for foreign matter that I'm aware of. So now this does go for high moisture corn unless it's dry. If it's like 15 and lower, he will put it in the grain bin. But let me pull some cobs, and I want to do some moisture testing today. So this will be the test in the bottomland. I'm going to pull one from this side of the road and one from the other side of the road, and then I'll go up on the hill and try to take cobs from maybe one from each field, test them all, write down the results, and then average it out. So that's today's mission. So harvest update, last year they came November 17th. I'm not going to say that it won't be November 17th till they get here, but but from what I saw this year compared to last year, it looks like they're ahead of schedule. So if you can believe it with the rain. But again, they're in a valley like mine. There's a lot of dry hillsides. Even with the 2 inches of rain or whatever we got, you could go up on the hill and you could harvest everything and have no issues. Down here, yes, you do need to wait till it dries. So it's kind of how it is farming in these mountains. It could rain 5 inches and you could go up and harvest on the hill. It's just rocky and it's a hill. So all right, I'm gonna quit talking here, pull some cobs, and see what our moisture is here. So yeah, good stalk health. I'm very happy. That wind was pretty wicked, and everything is still up, so that's good. All right, so my neighbor had said come over at dark, so I gotta wait a little bit here. Next day I should say, the tires held air. You guys saw my video of installing these new front tires. So as far as tires go now, I have spent some money on tires. New rear tires there this year in the early spring. New front tires. You guys remember this when the tire blew out on this. We got a new rear tire and rim on the loader. This one is okay yet, knock on wood. The rim's getting a little iffy, but we'll keep an eye on it. It wasn't a big expense for the tire and rim for that side, so we should be all right here. I put one new tire on the front of the loader when I got it. That one was bad, one was brand new, so that has fairly good tires on it. The 986, it came with one new tire. This one blew out on me in the first hour after I bought the tractor, so I got a new one for that. The Farmall 560, we got 2 new front tires. You guys saw me put those on. For the front, those are 750/16. I should have went with the 650 or the 7, a size down. I put the heavier, bigger ones on because this had a loader on, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have the loader on. It does lean back a little bit, but not a big deal. The back tires on this are in pretty good shape. They've been on here a long time, I think. They have gotten to be hard as a rock. They're just hard. They're very hard tires. They are good years. 15.5 38s. For the amount I use this tractor, they're okay. For any reason, if I'd have problems with these tires someday, we're going to go with the 16.9s and not put calcium back in. So have the bigger rubber on here. 70 horsepower, you might as well. This Farmall Super C, we got good back tires on this. These, again, have been on for so long. These are hard as a rock. And I had put new front tires on this when I had restored it back in 2001, 2002. They are down a little bit. They have had stickers in them. These are about the cheapest tires you're going to buy, the 515, I think they are, maybe. I don't know. So really the only tire now, on the back of the 986, we have this good radial Continental. Real nice tire, wide, good tread on it yet. I'm happy with that tire. The bad one is this Firestone radial. This one's bad. It's wore down. It's wearing funny on here in the inside. 18438. I could probably get more life out of it. I could run it another couple years, but I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Maybe if I do replace it eventually, I'll get one to match the Continental on that side. So we're good for now. And the implements, they should all be good. I have implement tires on everything. So messing around with tires here, hopefully we're good for a while. So that's the situation there. I'll come back with you guys on the moisture of the corn then later tonight. All right, so it's the next day. It was a little dark last night, but anyway, we took 4 tests here. The bottomland, that would be here and here. Down in the swamp, we got 30.1% and 30.7, so that's pretty close. Pretty accurate. My neighbor's tester's pretty good. Up on the hill, the drier spots, we're at 21.7 and 22%. That 21.7 he had said was some of the driest corn he's seen so far. So it is drying down. You see the difference between just some elevation here. So it'll be a little while. Now this is pretty good, I think. Last year, my neighbor with the Massey Combine started shelling around October 18th, I think I did that video last year, and it was like 27, 26% moisture. So even with all the rain, we had 2 inches from this hurricane, and we had probably 3/4 of an inch last night. So we're still getting swamped with rain, and there's still more in the forecast. But that's where the corn's at. People were asking. It is 105-day corn planted May 30th, and we have not had any type of frost yet. So that's where we're at. It's not drying down very fast, but we have time yet. So just to give you guys an update, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.